the company managed to once again avoid default and stave off some sort of reorganization for yet another month with a debt payment deadline extension and acquisition of a small loan from bondholders. The company is trying to find a path forward through a $5.5 billion debt load that it is unable to cover the interest on because it simply doesn't make enough money on operations. One thing complicating this is a potential agreement with Miami-Dade County wherein Brightline would provide commuter service to several news stations for the county along the freight rail right-of-way that Brightline has trackage rights to. That has the potential to generate additional income for Brightline. However, the situation is further complicated by a lawsuit against Brightline by the owner of the right-of-way over the commuter project, and also a federal grant for the project being held up by the Trump administration. Overall, some sort of restructuring, sale of the company, or bankruptcy looks likely, but Brightline is still somehow treading water. If we look at the monthly investor report, ridership and revenue are continuing to improve, but it's just not happening fast enough to keep the company from running out of cash, and soon. In terms of approach to service, Brightline seems to have figured it out, but likely needs several more years of similar growth to become solvent. Various paths forward could facilitate that, but there are too many unknown variables at the moment to say for sure what will happen. One other issue that has dogged Brightline is a high amount of right-of-way incursions that have led to over 200 deaths. Brightline is the deadliest passenger rail service in the country and by a wide margin. Trump administration officials announced that newly implemented improvements to at-grade intersections along the route have resulted in a 30% reduction in collisions. Even still, these would need to improve another 30% just to bring Brightline even with the second most accident-prone passenger rail line in the country, which is the Coaster in San Diego County, California.